Living and moving on the canals in the summertime is completely different to the rest of the year. But this year's summer has also been very different to the summers I've lived afloat before. To put a centre line on, I never put a centre line on, but the rope at the front keeps coming off here because the ground is so wet. Zaf, are we actually ready to go out now? So come and travel with me and see what life is like this time of year on the British Canal system. Make sure you're wearing plenty of layers, bring a brolly, and hop on board narrowboat Alice Grace. Another mooring spot done. That is a gorgeous mooring spot, even though the pins kept coming out because the ground was very soft because of all the rain we've had. New home, Zeph. Are you excited? When I've walked down here this week, there have been a charm of goldfinches on these wires. Oh wow, look at this! We're in the 70-foot winding hole marked on the map here, and this is where we're going to make a turn so that we are facing towards Chester. Today's journey is a 7-mile trip to Bunbury, which will take approximately 3 hours. Just thought they're going to think I've turned the boat around because I fancy an ice cream. I'm following them now. But another boat overtakes me, so that means that there are 3 of us all in a row going towards the direction of Chester. The summer is the busiest time on the water. Boats come out of marinas, holidaymakers rent hire boats, and water-based activities get into full swing. Love the way the ragwort is growing out of the bridge there. It's incredible, isn't it? Last year on the Gloucester and Sharpness Canal, the water was a hive of activity. And the year before that, on the Chesterfield Canal, there was a buzz along the waterway. But even though we're on the busiest part of the system here on the Shropshire Union Canal, this summer it seems so quiet. Plover. The Labrador. Gorgeous boat, look at that. I was so tired yesterday. I think it's because I had a great big lunch at the Badger Inn before setting off. So we just had to pull over so I could have a sleep. Now, today we're in a queue. We're in a queue of three or four boats, I think. No, 3 boats to go through the first lock of the day. It's actually really sunny, it's really nice. With predictions of having the wettest UK summer in 100 years and the coldest in 24 years on our hands, it's hardly surprising that the current river map for England and Wales shows the majority of water is above normal or notably high. We hope to be on the River Weaver in a couple of weeks, but the forecast is still very much full of rain. Yeah, I'm inappropriately dressed. I'm just going to have to make a change. Let's just put my jacket on and the sun's come out. Oh, I feel warmer though, it's a bit chilly. To be honest with you though, I much prefer temperatures like this to baking heat. Cooling down a narrowboat is virtually impossible and much harder than keeping it warm in the winter is. Several weeks ago, Zephyr lost her very favourite ball. So I took her shopping in Middlewich to choose some more balls. Have you found the pet shop? That's clever. Right, let's have a look. Incidentally, this pet shop in Middlewich will deliver boaters' dogs' food straight to the boat, so you can buy in bulk. I got it! I've got something for you, Seth. I've got your present. Do you know what it is? It's a ball. Talking to a lovely couple who've just bought their narrowboat, and it's really exciting. I think they're getting it in 2 weeks, and they've asked me how I identify nature. And one of the things, I did an Instagram post about this, one of the things I totally recommend that you can carry with you are these field study guides from the Field Studies Council. They're really cheap and they're waterproof, but it's raining, which is good. They're light to carry in the bag, and they do them for everything. And they're a great start, so I'm going to recommend them. Here they are. This week is the big butterfly count, so I'm going to be looking for a mooring spot in Bunbury that looks like an excellent butterfly habitat. But of course the wet spring and summer means there are very few around at the moment. Beautiful boats. That was a lovely chat with Alexander and Darren at the lock there. All about wildlife and nature. They gave me a great tip about a really fancy back detector you can attach to your phone, which I'm going to look up. Just love conversations like that. Just make you feel really good. Sharing the love of boating and nature. As we approach Cholmonston Lock, we enter a stretch of canal that was part of an exciting experiment in 1888. It was at a time before diesel, when engineers were looking for alternatives to horse-drawn power. So trolley boats, floating funiculars and electric mules started to be tested all over the world. Grey lock gates. And it was here at this lock that a track was laid and a little loco called Dicky was introduced. However, the concept didn't develop here due to the cost implications of track laying and issues around boat steering, but it did catch on overseas, especially on the French waterways. Having read about this, I was really excited to see though what an electric mule looked like. Here's one. They were powered by rivers and weirs, and there's something similar today that pulls ships through the lock on the Panama Canal. So we're on the Cheshire Plain proper now. One time this all used to be under the sea. It's a really flat landscape, but it means you can see for miles. Just stop the boat to see if I can get a shot of the herons in the field, because you don't often see herons like that together. 2, 3. They look young, don't they? I think this is a family. Maybe the young uns are having lessons from the parents how to sit in a field and look inconspicuous. Bridge number 3. I'm counting down. That this has got a shelter. Should try and rescue it. Where does it go? It's up here, look. Here it is. Can you reach it, Seth? Can you reach it? Yeah. Let's find somewhere summery and pretty, and a good place to go butterfly watching, because it is the big butterfly count. So I'm trying to look for a spot that's conducive to butterfly counting. I think I'm going to be hard pushed to find that in this weather. But let's go. I need to get one of those just to fit on my shoulders and around my head for cruising. That's perfect. Few wildflowers. The towpath's not been mowed, so there's going to be a lot of good, interesting insect life. Yeah, there's a whole reed bed on the right hand side here. One more here. I am so excited because we've moored near the reeds and I have got a frockhopper. It's definitely a frockhopper. When they are nymphs, they secrete plant juices to make the spit known as cuckoo spit, and that protects them, stops them from drying out and keeps them safe from predators. And then they turn into these gorgeous froghopper insects. But in Italy and other parts of the world, they're accidentally spreading a disease that is killing olive trees. It's not here in the UK, but it's being closely monitored. They're completely harmless to humans, though. They're one of the most powerful jumpers in the animal kingdom, and they have the broadest diets of any insect, feeding on more than 400 species of plant. I'm going to take it outside and release it. It's time to leave the narrowboat. There it goes. In the summer season, every Sunday and bank holiday, in the gorgeous village of Bunbury, the old flour mill is open to the public.
So this little room upstairs and the one downstairs is where the miller would have lived. And it looks very, very primitive, doesn't it? But it has got all the modern conveniences because it's got the toilet facilities down here. This is the washing area here. We have a tin bath, which is you'd have this sort of metal sprung framework. In the old days it was a rope and you'd pull it taut at night, and that's where this saying comes from.
A local farmer found this 2,000-year-old Roman quernstone in his field and he donated it to the mill. It was used for grinding grain into flour.
The bottom stone's called the bed stone, the top stone's called the rubber stone, it does all the running around. And that's what we've got downstairs, except we're using water to turn it round rather than human effort. Machine that does it automatically, which is called a winnower. This is over 100 years old.
A winnower?
A winnower.
What's that?
Over 100 years old, it still works beautifully.
Unbelievable. Even though there would have been a mill here since 1220, this mill wouldn't be standing here today had it not been for Ernest Crowley. Its 1844 structure was so severely damaged by a flood in 1960 that it could no longer operate and had been left to rot away. Ernest got a group of local people together, and in 1976 it was restored to its former glory. It's now managed, maintained and operated by a group of dedicated volunteers. I thought I would do my butterfly count today because it stopped raining, and I thought what I'd do is I would walk with Zephyr and then I would stop as soon as I saw a butterfly and start counting. So I have to set the timer for 15 minutes and see what we can do, see what we can find. One ringlet, one skipper. Right, Zephyr said, over to the rag wall. Go. Where's it gone? That's that same ringlet, I think. Here there's been about there's three skippers and one ringlet. That's all I've got in this patch here. It's better than nothing though, isn't it? It's much better than nothing, but it is raining now. Behind my feet here is the most delicious smell. It's not my feet. It is pineapple weed. The pineapple weed's amazing because it looks like little pineapples, and the crushed leaves smell of pineapples, but I've not crushed the leaves, but maybe just walking over them is crushing them. And there's so much of it here. It just smells unbelievable. Let the 15 minutes begin. But it is the first sunny day for a long time, so hopefully we'll see some more butterflies over the next few days. But I've done my butterfly count now. That's the whole point. They want accurate information. There's no point waiting for a day where you see loads and loads. This is what it's accurately like today in this position. What has made the summer sad, and stoop in sobs a shiver? What has made the summer clad her clouds to clog each river? Perhaps her heart is broken, and her ship has lost its sails. Or she puts this soak on for all the slugs and snails. Her thoughts are with the grasses, she fights to keep them green, for normally she parches everywhere she's been. Or maybe she's on holiday with all the butterflies, and due to come back any day to fill our sunless skies. Till then, I'll read, I'll draw, eat cake, to fill those missing hours that normally this time I'd take to water all my flowers.